Good afternoon and welcome back. Well, not welcome back. This is the first episode. So, welcome to Jeremiah's Message. I did create a website. You can go online and check out the website. It's jeremiahsmessage.com. And today I'm exploring one of the most vital steps in any spiritual journey, which is the courage to finally and truly let go. So, I have kind of a message, which is I like to write. It's what I do. Besides, I do a lot of design work. I'm a web developer, and I like to write and create stories. But I wrote this: the hand that longs to receive new blessings must first open and release the stones of old burdens. Let go and let your journey begin. And if you think about it, in order to receive blessings, your hand has to be open. You can't if you're holding on to burdens, if there's things in your life that are holding you back, then how can you ever receive the blessings that the universe is going to give to you? So, and they're not visible, these stones that you carry. It's not like people literally walk around with stones in their hands. And it's not like the universe literally puts blessings into your palm, okay? But when you've gone through the challenges that the universe puts before you and you've passed your tests, then you will get blessings. But you've got to not be holding on to burdens. The burdens block your blessings. So, I guess what I really want to focus on today is my personal journey and what this channel is going to be all about. So, I feel like I'm holding on to burdens. And the biggest burden I'm holding on to is where I live. I'm living in Cincinnati, Ohio, and there's a lot of things I love about Cincinnati. I'm not from here, but I thought maybe I could start a new life and create a home here. But I think I struggle with winter time. And all year, all summer, I get anxiety over winter coming. So I made the decision, and I've been thinking about doing this my whole life. There's a lot of reasons why I haven't done it yet. And I think those reasons are pretty obvious to anybody who pays attention to the news. But I've decided I'm going to move to California. So, but the problem is I don't have a job lined up. I don't have resources. I have a little bit of income. I want to go back to school. So my plan is I'm going to move there and start from scratch and document the entire journey in my process of trying to get into housing, trying to get in a job, trying to get into school, and then go from there. I don't know what's going to happen with this channel, what direction it's going to go in, but I want to have a personal log, if you will, of my adventure, and something that I can look back on in the future and share with people. So I'm going to basically have kind of like a format where every day, I hope almost every day, I'm going to upload some sort of spiritual message or some type of, inspirational quote or something to begin the day. And then, especially when I start my travels, so that's going to be in October, and once I get to California, I'm moving to San Francisco. So once I get there, I'm going to start uploading videos on a regular basis, detailing, the process of trying to get my life together and start from scratch and build my life. And so this is a spiritual journey for me. It's not just me trying to impart wisdom, but there's also something else I'm doing. So I met somebody here in Cincinnati, and he's one of the reasons why I'm making this journey to San Francisco. He's like a master astrologer. You can tell him your birth date, and he will do an analysis, and it's amazing how accurate he is. Like, he's done these zodiac analysis on like famous figures, on different people that he knows, and he said that he doesn't know how it works. He knows how he does it, and that it's an ancient secret, but it just, the information is always accurate. And it's amazing what he told me about myself and what he was able to tell me about somebody else in my life that's very important to me, my great-grandmother, who passed away. But he knew things about her personality that without me telling him the information, he had to have, this zodiac stuff, it works. So what I'm going to do is connect people for free. He wants to help people. So the way he looks at it is, if he can help someone avoid getting into a bad relationship, then he's done his mission and used his skills and his talents for good, which is what he wants to do. But he's not tech savvy. He's 80 years old. He's an old man. So I'm going to be the brains behind relaying the information to him, but he's going to be he's the genius. I mean, I'm just going to be the operation. So if anybody has now or in the future wants to have their birth chart analyzed by him, or has another person in their life, like if you're considering somebody for a relationship, or you want maybe a family member of yours or a friend of yours, just to kind of know like information about their personality, he'll give you information that's spot on. So, he'll tell me about it. I'll write it all down. I like to write, so I'll try to be creative with the writing, but be as accurate as possible as far as what he's saying, and relay that to you. And I'm not going to charge anybody for it. In the future we might, but right now it's just going to be a free experiment that I'm going to do. So I'm going to stay in touch with him even when I travel to California, so that I can, do these readings. I've got his phone number. He's a great guy. So that's another thing I'm doing. So this video just talks about what this channel is going to be all about and what to expect from it in the near future. I plan on continuing to upload. Please subscribe and follow. Please check out my website, jeremiahsmessage.com, because that has all the information about the channel on there, and I'll be posting updates to that website. So thank you for watching, and when you subscribe, make sure that you hit the bell icon so that you get notified when I post more videos. Have a great day.